when it comes to YouTube, there is so many people on this platform that I've never heard of, and then once in a while the algorithm just shows me something, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and I absolutely love it. And I'm going to show you 3 channels that I recently just started watching. For one, I just started yesterday. Started watching. Second one, I think I started watching last week. And the third one I've been watching for about a month or 2 months now, and I really enjoy him. Now, the first one, I'll put his video here. You can see him. I'll just show the video. I won't have any sound. So his name is Rob the Maritimer. And for some reason, the algorithm showed his video to me. And I guess because it says, if you're over 40 or over, you should start a YouTube channel. And I'm over 40, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just what it says. And what I like about this channel is he is just authentic, right? He seems like a guy that he be genuine in person. You know what I'm saying? And because we see people on YouTube, they're just so animated, they're so out there, and I guarantee they just kind of ham it up a little bit for entertainment purposes, right? But I believe, in my humble opinion, I think this is what YouTube is all about. People who's just genuine, who wants to help anybody that watches this video, and I really like how he speaks, how he talks, how he breaks stuff down for anybody to can understand, and tries to encourage his audience to do it, and don't be fearful and all that stuff. And it's really, really I think it's a really good YouTube channel, and I recommend and have you check out his video and give him a sub and a like. I think you enjoy his content. Now, the second one, YouTube channel that I have been following, I think his name, the channel, hang on a second here. I had it here. Hang on. Arvin Haddad. I butchered his last name probably. And I'll show a video here as well. What I like about this guy's channel is the people he it's more for real estate, right? Like luxury mansion stuff. And I have subbed to the channels that he commentaries over. And I like those ones as well, but they, talk about how great this is, and they just show a lot of B-rolls in these mansions, which is fine. It's great and fantastic. But what Arvin does is something different, and I enjoy. He don't try to troll them by no means. He kind of commentaries on it. He sells. He's a realtor himself, and he sells mansions to people and gives people perspectives of different mansions, and he kind of pauses it and kind of gives his own opinion. And, well, this is a good one, but they should have done this. The interior looks like this. It's very informative, very educational purposes. It's very, very interesting, to say the least. There's one particular statement he said that it really stuck with me. He said, if you went for, like, let's say you have a $150,000 house, right? And you're saving up for a $500,000 or $1 million. When you get to $1 million, you're like, okay, it's a whole lot better than I had. He's like, well, technically yes, but a lot of times to make sure everything in it, how the house is set, where it's located at, is you're getting your money's worth of that property, $1 million. If you especially if you go to a $25 million, $35 million, or $40 million house, that's a lot of cash. So make sure he always goes through, this is good, but they should have done this. They cheaped out here. They done this, and they just have a price tag and think, oh, it's great and wonderful. It's really, really, I love every time he puts a video out. I'm always there to watch. I don't care who it is. I like the long form content. I saw his previous video. It's like maybe 10, 15 minutes, which is fine, but I like the long form. He breaks it down. I absolutely love that. So I highly recommend give him a follow and like, and see if you like his content as well. Now, the third one is one of them that I've probably been watching this probably longer than 3 months. It is called the Troll Patrol. Now, what this one does, he or she, I don't know, it might be a guy, I don't know, but they follow the bloggers on YouTube. And I just happened to find them, and I kind of, let me do this. I watch some of these bloggers on YouTube. And a lot of them I like. I do like their content and stuff. But there's sometimes, I'll give you an example. This is not a I'm not trying to troll this person, or I won't say the person's name, but I'll say one particular person he follows or talks about is he says the guy says he will go on a diet, and then 3-4 episodes into his vlog, he is eating pizza, he's eating out, and he's just like the opposite. And he also says, hold him accountable to his, eat unhealthy lifestyle. And when people do in his comments, he fights with them in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And I always saw that. I was like, dude, why do you even say that on the channel, and then you fight your audience? Then I've seen this channel, the Troll, and he actually talks about it. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm not the only person that thinks this. And he does kind of go hard in the paint with some of these bloggers. But it's a lot of things that these bloggers do. And I can relate to them. They're doing stuff daily to, get the money because this is their income. And they kind of recycle their content. For example, the one person I was talking about, they go basically, he goes to, I think if he runs out of ideas, he goes to Disney World, to get some kind of content, to get some views, you know what I'm saying? So he at least gets something. But these other people they follow, it's I laugh out loud because some things I'm like, yeah, that's legit. Now he don't troll everybody. He has some people he likes them. He says certain comments. It's funny. I enjoy it. And I don't think he means like a troll. He don't go to the comments and cuss him out or anything. He just makes a little bit lighthearted comments, and I like it. But it is definitely entertaining. So if you like that kind of stuff, I highly recommend it. It's not, it's not educational, but if you follow these YouTubers, these vloggers that kind of get on your nerves sometimes, and you want a little bit of a comedy to them, I would say making fun to a certain point. Give this guy or this channel a like in a sub. So the last one is not a YouTube channel. It is, but I subbed to him. I actually saw his channel today, and it's a 45-minute video that really caught my eye. And let's see if I can remember the title of it here. I'll pause it real quick. So the title of the video says, "I was a MIT educated neurosurgeon. Now I'm unemployed, now alone in the mountains. How did I get here?" So I'll kind of show the video a little bit here that caught my eye. And it's a really cool video. It's 45 minutes. And I'm drawn to people on this platform that's just genuine. That is truly down. I mean, I wouldn't say down. I mean, you don't know the real life, right? You only see what they want you to see, right? At the end of the day. But to me, he seemed like a down-to-earth dude, like the first person I mentioned on the YouTube channel. That I think he would be cool to talk to, and he would help me and I help him. That's what it's all about, in my personal opinion. And that's why I love YouTube. If certain things pop off, and you're like, "Wow, this is awesome," and you sub to him, and you support him, you watch him, And so what the story is, I try not to talk too much about it. So he quit being a neurosurgeon. I can't pronounce that, sorry. Hang on a second. Neurosurgeon, yeah. So he talks about he quit his job about a year ago. And he said, when he first quit, everybody asked him why he quit, so on and so forth. He said he couldn't tell people because it would be a long conversation of why he did it. He just told him, he burned out and all that kind of stuff. And this video talks about why he quit. So the clip notes of this video, if you care, but don't listen to me. I'd rather you go to his channel and watch it and like it, and actually sub to his channel because he seems very genuine. And most of his channel is nature, like he does like a 40-minute clip of water or the mountains or ocean, whatever, and he does it on loop. So you have a little bit of music, not music, but just the nature side. It's really cool. I like that. I liked him for what he was and what he's been through, and I figured I'd give him a sub. But back to the story of him. He was a doctor, and he said a doctor for, I think because he said 10 years. And he wanted to help people, to heal people, or to correct what issues they have. And he come to a point in his studies or in his career where that he tried to fix something, like a lot of times they do, the brain, around the brain, the neck, and the issue will come back. And he does an illustration like a house, right? If the house has a leak on top and the water comes down and damages the walls, he's just fixing the walls, and that the damage that the water did, but not fixes not the leak of the roof. You know what I'm saying? Because next time it rains, it comes down, damages again. He got to redo it over and over again. And that's why he was getting frustrated, because he wanted to fix the main issue, but he couldn't. But he's talking about how certain times he would recommend certain patients. He said that if they change their diet and change their lifestyle a little bit, the issue they're having in their neck or their back or whatever would heal itself. And he was talking about how in this society of medicine or doctor, or I don't know if he said the world, but in most of the United States, they don't want people to get healed. They don't want people to get fixed. They want people to keep on coming back to get the money back up, get you a paycheck and all that stuff. And he was coming to a point in his life where he was really struggling, because he wanted to help people, but he didn't want to just cop out and it's a paycheck, it's easy paycheck. I'll have a legit, I guess a comfort job or a secure job for years to come, because they'll keep on coming. So he decided to quit, because he was just, it was just eating him inside out, because he really wanted to help people, but it's just like a never ending thing. And it's just, I'm butchering it horribly. The way he describes it is beautiful. I mean, just the way he said it is just like I said earlier, man, he just has that genuine kind of feel to it. And I have to admit, I really enjoy these videos. I decided to just do this randomly. I don't know if anybody else would enjoy this type of video. If you do like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment below, let me know if you like it. If you like this type of stuff, I will actually do more of these. I actually do more watching videos on YouTube than I do on movies or shows. I mean, I love movies and shows. I can give my opinion and my perspective on them. But at the end of the day, this is what I do. This is what I watch. I'm not an expert. I'm just like you. I watch YouTube channels. But I always like to recommend videos to people because they just, if you decide you want to have a comedy, you watch the Troll Patrol. If you want to learn something, you go to the first guy. And if you want to help somebody, you sub to this guy's channel. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of interesting things that, or real estate. You go to Arvin, whatever his name is, to sub to his channel. It's very, very cool, man. And I highly recommend. If you have any channels that you follow, that you like, or that you enjoy, comment below. Let me know who they are, and I'll watch them and and comment on it as well. Thank you again. But anyways, I appreciate you. I appreciate each one of you sub to my channel, and hopefully I'm gonna try to crank out some more videos, movie reviews, and so on and so forth. My goal is to get 1,000 subs. But other than that, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, thank you for lasting this long. I greatly appreciate each one of you, and I hope you all have a good rest of the day and try your best to stay out of trouble. Okay? I know how you are. Okay.